Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is KPZ. You're here on the home of the Slightly Above Average Ship Review. If you're new to my channel, I'm just an average player playing World of Warships Legends on the Xbox. And I try to do like average player stuff, like what can an average player expect to get out of a given ship. Got tech tree spotlights of all the different tech tree ships, except for cruisers, because cruisers suck. And once in a while, I'll do some analysis. And this video is all going to be about analysis. We are on a map here in the Independence, the Tier 5 American Premium Light Carrier. And the question I'm going to pose to you is the Solo Warrior the most coveted metal in World of Warships Legends? Is it the hardest metal to get? With the exception of, like the one about the flooding damage. The hardest gold wreath metal. So you got Dreadnought, you've got High Caliber, you've got the Kraken, you've got Confederate metal. And then there's this metal, the Solo Warrior. So we're just dropping bombs here in the Independence. The HE bombs are the way to go in this thing, in my opinion. But is Solo Warrior the most coveted metal in the game? And this video will tie into a video scheduled to air next week. So I hope you tune in for that. But, the other thing that I love to talk about in a domination match like this is you have to play the objective. And the enemy team, I found a whole bunch of people that didn't either A, didn't understand what the objective was, B, understood what the objective was and didn't care about achieving it, or C, got caught up in the idea that they were going to win the match by killing everyone on the enemy team. None of those things happened. They didn't capture all the cap circles and hold them. They didn't kill everybody on the enemy team. So why are you playing then? If you can't do both of those things or one of those things, you're not going to win the match. And that's where the Solo Warrior comes in. So I've said it a million times. If you are on the attacking team, you're on the red team in this video. And I'm sure none of these people are watching this. You should have played the objective, which is capture the cap circles. You did not do it. You did not do it at all. You're trying to do it over at Alpha, but the game's going to end. That's going to be the only cap circle you have left. All right, here you can see getting some drops out there on the enemy ship and sending some fires and actually shooting down enemy airplanes. Good times over there. I see the Alpha cap is about to start falling. So I'm like, it's time to get out of Dodge. And it only took one ship being killed for me to realize that. Gotta say, I really, really love the paint job on the Independence fighter planes. Man, if Wargaming only knew how much difference the stupid paint job makes, those golden wings look amazing. And yes, you could call them yellow. I'm calling them golden because it sounds a lot cooler. All right, we're moving in. Torpedo drop here on the enemy ship. Gonna cinch up that aiming reticle nice and tight and get those torpedoes out. Let's see what happens. Turn and look. Oh yeah. I found that the aircraft carrier torpedoes don't flood very easily. But we're going to go back for more. We still got 2 planes left. One is really wounded. All right, we got 1 plane left. Cinch it up. Get the torpedo off. We do. Is it going to hit? This is the most entertaining part about carriers for me. It does hit. Kill number 1 in the Independence. That's how we're getting it done. All right. Launching another flight here. And that was the first kill on the enemy team for our team. So thank you very much. I'll be here all week. And we have 2 of the cap circles. They have 2 of the cap circles. Continuing to send my airplanes out. I am retreating because I see the enemy is pushing through this cap. And there's only a couple ships, and they aren't in between me and the enemy team. But I decide, oh, wait a minute, maybe I don't want to run too far away. I see an awful lot of carrier commanders. They either leave their carrier at the back of the map behind an island and never move it, or they are like suicide running up the middle of the map. I never understand that. It's a carrier. How do you get a map draw that you don't like? I mean, you're flying airplanes. Your ship doesn't have anything to do with it. This torp run was not going to work. So I picked a different target here. I think this is Queen Elizabeth. We only get one torpedo out. Those planes got ripped to shreds. But we do get another torpedo strike there. All right. Putting out the HE bombers. Again, allegedly, that's what this carrier is the best at. Compared to the Ark Royal, though, folks, let's be honest. At Tier 5 premium carriers, there's the Ark Royal at Tier 6, and then there's the Independence and the Suiho at Tier 5, you know. And I don't think there's ever going to be a Russian one. I don't think there's ever going to be a German one. There could be a French premium carrier because the U.S. gave a lot of these light carriers to France. So there may be a premium French carrier. Just a wild guess. I mean, come on. You know Wargaming would do it just to get people to buy it. Bad drop there. That wasn't even anywhere near the destroyer. You know, and that's the other thing about the Ark Royal. Not that this is going to be me talking about the Ark Royal, but Ark Royal is a much more forgiving drop circle for HE bombs. And all Royal Navy carriers do, for that matter. All right. Not that this was better aimed or anything, but at least we got a hit there. And, you know, the match is still relatively even. I still feel good about myself, so are we going to try and spot the destroyer one more time? We're keeping him spotted. I might try one drop. I might not survive one drop, but I'll try it. And we do not survive. All right, so here's the bad part. We are running low on airplanes. If you're in an aircraft carrier, you really want to get the aircraft recharge rate as fast as possible. I am predicting it now, folks. You heard it here. Wargaming is going to put out an event commander that you have to pay to buy, like 5,000 doubloons or whatever, and it's going to increase your aircraft recharge rate as its base trait. Hear me now, believe me when it happens. All right, we started to run away a little bit here because the enemy team is encroaching. Please note, one of our teammates is capturing Bravo. Presumably, that is the T-22. But the enemy team has gone up the middle. They're all over Alpha Cap. And so we are getting our torpedo planes out, even though there's only like 4 of them, 5. I really don't have any plans to go after a destroyer with my torpedo planes, but I may not have a choice. If I had to do this over again, I probably would have sailed for Alpha Cap. But I think I'm trying to maybe scare the destroyer away. I don't know how to explain what I'm doing right now. It happened so long ago that it was probably a game from 2022. Because you're seeing this in 2023. Happy New Year, everybody. Going back here, can we keep the Delny? Where is the Delny? He's right here. So we're going to go move out. It's a Delny. Visby. Good grief. The Delny is a Tier 8 ship. We are just trying to throw torpedoes anywhere near them. Those don't have any chance of hitting them really. But here's a ship that is a little bit more juicy of a target. Is he still up against the rocks? I'd just say it now. If you're a battleship and you're hiding up against the rocks, it is a really great way to get a torpedo run on you by an aircraft carrier commander. Just saying. Because it gives you no room to maneuver away. You know? Look at those moving right in there. Oh, too bad we didn't get flooding. All right, we're almost up to 50,000 damage. You know, my damage average in these carriers is between 50 and 75,000. The exception to that is the Ark Royal. You can do whatever you want in the Ark Royal. But I would say if you're an average guy like me, between 50 and 70,000, 75,000 damage in a carrier at tier 5 is a good match. All right, as you can see, we started running away because they've pushed through all the way through Alpha now. By the way, if you look at the scoreboard, I'm the only person left on our team. And the enemy team has only lost 2 ships, one of them which I killed. So the entire enemy team has no comprehension about capturing cap circles. None. They captured A, that's it. They lost Bravo. They didn't try to capture Charlie. They didn't try to capture Delta. And folks, they have enough players to send 1 ship after me and to send 2 ships to every other cap circle. You know? They could have sent, a destroyer after me, and they could have sent 2 other ships to every other cap circle. But there it is, the solo warrior. I don't know how many I have. Metajerk told me it's 25. I think I probably have under 10. But it's up to you. You let me know in the comments. Is the solo warrior the most coveted gold frond medal in the game of World of Warships Legends? All right, here on the victory screen, I almost feel embarrassed saying this. 50,000 damage, 1 kill, and we didn't even finish at the top of our team. But if it wasn't for your hero, the entire blue team would have been saddled with a loss today. And they were not. They were not. Because, like brave Sir Robin, we bravely ran away. Thanks for watching, everybody.